Hello. I was probably live before I was ready, huh? I'm kind of out of it. I've been so busy lately. And just got back in town the other day and been taking care of the grandbaby. Let me get a light going here. Or not. All right, hold on one moment. Well, my light's not fixing, so it'll be a little dark. Sorry about that, y'all. Trying to hurry up. Hello, Warrior Widow. Brenda. Eric. Hi. How are y'all doing? Hope everything has been going good. The weather is changing. I got to see for the first time ever the changing of fall when I was in Tennessee. It was pretty interesting. Did y'all see that picture I took? It was we had gone by to register my friend at the senior center, and when we passed her church in the graveyard, there was an open area, and I wanted to get a shot of the rolling fog because I've never seen rolling fog, especially in the afternoon. And then when I looked at it, there's like 2 or 3 skeleton faces. There's a claw-like hand, and I saw initials. It was really bizarre. And also there's a wolf. It was really cool. Weather's chilly in Cape Cod. Yeah, it's starting to cool off here too. It's starting to cool off here. It's nice. I had hoped to be outside, but it was sprinkling. It started sprinkling, and I didn't want to take a chance. It'd be my luck to get all set up and then it rained. I'd rather it just sprinkle and stop and me be indoors. Yeah, that was an interesting photo. It was supposed to be a rolling fog, and it ended up being a Halloween treat. So, would anyone like a card? Okay, Yerk. Let's see. Here. Anything in particular, or just a regular, just draw 3 cards? Ooh, I had a card jump out. Patience. Let's see if we get any more from that. Hmm. Okay. Okay, so the 3 cards I got for you. First one is patience. The second one is material and spiritual prosperity. And the third one is stand your ground. Yeah, at this point in time, I think all of us are needing a lot of patience, but things are moving fast. Would anyone else like to have any cards? Oh, family gathering. Yes. You always have to stand your ground during those times. Well, good luck and have fun tomorrow. Okay, Brenda, we'll do yours. You'll take a card. Okay. Okay, we have obstacles and challenges. However, your passion is ignited. You know what you want, no matter what the obstacles are and the challenges. You know what you want. And you may have to go within to seek knowledge and ask others for help. But with your passion being ignited, wait a minute. You have a card stuck to passion ignited. Ooh, you also got a bonus card, foundation and achievements. So through the obstacles, with your passion, using your own inner knowledge and also seeking help if needed, your foundation and achievements will come through. That is interesting. I never had a card stick like that before. You're welcome. You're welcome, Yurik. So, any other cards? Did any of you get a chance, though, to look at that picture via my little Halloween special? You're welcome, Brenda. Oh, wow, that is cool. Oh, a bat, huh? That is cool. I'm trying to think of what bats. Bats are solitary. They go by the vibrations. So keeping your vibrations in tune with all that is coming to light, keep your vibrations higher than what is coming to light. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Keep your vibrations higher than that which is coming out. Oh, I love taking pics of the moon and the clouds, the shapes you find, meanings that can be behind them just for you. They're fun. Wow, that is cool. Being at the dentist and seeing a cloud like a tooth laying on its side. Oh, I hope that didn't mean anything about having to lose a tooth, because that is awful. I've been seeing lots of shapes in the clouds lately, lots of them, more than normal. Warrior Widow, would you like a card? Let's see. see if we can get some messages. Yes, I use a taco dish to hold my cards. Repurposing. Let's see. Let's see if we have any celestial insights. Okay, a message for us from the celestial insights. Oh, my cards. Says, surrender. Sometimes letting go brings the greatest change. Are you feeling out of control? Surrender to the flow and trust in the universe's plan. Peace will come when you release your grip. I think that's the point we're at right now, is we're surrendering. There's so much going on. We know what's going to happen is going to happen, and we're just going to let it happen while we just keep ourselves healthy as can be. Letting go. That is something I found myself doing lately too. I think you were talking about that, Brenda. Letting go. I was helping a friend let go of things, and I realized I have to let go a lot. And I'm ready for it. When you have so much, you want to do this and you want to do that, but there's so much to do that you're not getting it done. Might as well let go of some of it and just get done what you can. Yes, I can do political questions. I had been really out of the politics for a little bit because I've been so busy helping a friend, but I will do a political question. What would you like? Clear the cards for a political one. Okay, what political? It does seem to be a time of letting go. I think it's like as we see our politics implode and our country have to get ready to start over again, the fall, it's like we're looking at ourselves and looking around our environment and deciding, yeah, we can let go of the things here too and just start over and start making nicer things with less stuff. So, what political question do you have, Brenda? Oh, excellent. I know. Oh, I know. I heard about that just recently. My husband was mentioning we must need oil. Our country's for sale, apparently. Yeah, I'll ask about that one. Hi, Maureen. Okay, what is the energy? Before I draw the cards, I will say that he's getting ready to lose his power. There's going to be surprises coming up. I remember pulling cards saying we were going to get some surprises in October, and I think the surprises are coming up soon. And he's going to end up losing power before he's taken out. And when he's taken out, I think all the information of being a trader is going to start coming out, and everything he does will fall through. So even if they do end up having their own Air Force base, I think it'll be ended really fast. It'll be a quick minute. We'll see what the cards say. Okay. I think I heard someone refer to him as Keg's breath, which would make sense. So, we have Quatars, or however you say their name, Quatars, Air Force, and Idaho. Will we continue having foreign occupancy, military occupancy in America? I always thought it was. We'd never done it before. They've allowed them to buy farmland, which should be illegal, and refineries, which should be illegal. Okay. All right, what do we have here? Okay, it looks like they will start. There's going to be some ambition and a little bit of success with foreign land. Looks like they are going to get it started, but that was followed by the Ten of Swords. So there's going to be misfortune and endings. Like I said, it's going to be a hot minute. Backstabbing, yeah, it won't end. The Empress in this comes in. Now with the Empress and the Hierophant, yeah, we're going to start taking back our land. We're going to start respecting our lands more. And the Hierophant comes in with traditional values. And that's followed by the Ace of Pentacles. So we're going to have a fresh start, prosperity, success. Yeah, they are going to start. They're going to have their plans started. But then all that, remember when I said there's going to be surprises? Well, the surprises are going to start bringing a downfall. We're going to start anew. We're going to start respecting and taking back our material wealth, our land, back to traditional values. And we're going to have a fresh start. All of this will be coming up before the middle of next year, I believe. Let's see. Let me check. All right. Is there a time period to help us focus on for the changes and recovery of our country? Okay. Oh, okay. This next week, we are going to start getting information by the end of this next week. Not this week, but this next week. Well, it says this week, but we're at the end of a week, so it'll be this next week. And I'm getting in autumn. It should be completed. We should see all the changes by the end of autumn. We'll see. Yeah, it is a hot mess. Yeah, kid's breath. That's what people, I've heard one person really referring to them that way, and then I saw another one start to refer to them, so it makes sense. Well, the only thing we can do right now is prepare for the long run. I mean, we're growing fruit and vegetables now. We're planting fruit trees, and we're starting our vegetable gardening soon. I've got all the seeds and all. I'm going to let go and start clearing out a lot of my stuff, downsizing things I don't need any longer. Um, all we can do right now is work with ourselves and those closest to us, helping family and friends in need, and just keeping ourselves strong, because when it comes down, we just have to be ready for it. I know that we can trust the military. They have traitors in their midst, but they're finding them now. Um, everyone everyone that's a traitor, everyone that wants to sell our country out, they feel free to show themselves right now. And the military is taking notice. Just as we're taking notice of the politicians, the military is taking notice of their own. And I I think we can trust them. Yeah, the sign of the trickster. But also with, I saw two skeletons, then I got to looking closer and there was a third skeleton. So with three skeletons, you have the skeletal hand, you had the coyote trickster, and then there were initials. Let's see if I can pull that up and see the initials. I see the initials TH. I see an M. It looks like a V. It's either an M or an N and a V. I can't really tell because it's just so strange, so odd. But it is a freaky picture for me. I did not expect that. I was expecting a beautiful scenery of a rolling fog. I got that and I almost erased it thinking I messed up, and then I got to look at it saying I did not mess that picture up. Yeah, the cards do look promising. I'm finding I'm having more faith and everything turning out really well. Yeah, something's going to happen. They're probably, and him having a second checkup, um, and yeah, it's been getting worse. He didn't even know what habeas corpus was. He thought it was a who, and yet the news. I mean, Biden has a speech impediment, and they go after his mental capacity. This guy doesn't even know what words are that he used to say, and crickets. No sense in being giving in to fear. I I really I think this next No Kings is going to be a very eye-opening experience for the White House. They're going to do as much as they can, but I think the politicians are seeing it. They know things are going to change. I know it was cool watching it. I just didn't expect the Halloween experience to come with it. He is, and I think that's where he's going to lose his power. I think it's getting to the point where they can keep him walking, but he wasn't good at thinking to begin with. So now it's becoming even more obvious. And I bet Vance is just trying, wanting to get to take his place. So he's probably looking at the 25th and wondering, how can we do this without upsetting MAGA too much? I think they're probably purposely allowing him to go on air and talk and show that he's messing up just so that MAGA will accept Vance stepping in. That's the only reason I can think of. And they don't want to really say too much about him in the news because they're afraid of angering MAGA. And once you anger them, they're going to just hold on tighter. But if they see it themselves, maybe they're thinking, maybe they'll accept Vance. They're not going to accept Vance. Oh, the ballroom. I think they're going to get it started. They've already destroyed the trees, the old trees around. They're going to get it started, but it's not going to be a ballroom. It'll be changed into something else, offices or something. I personally think that the White House should just become a museum and a learning lesson for the future. And we should just create a whole new White House that represents the people now, our country now, in the new way. Hello, hi. Hi, Moonscarab. Hi. Welcome. Oh, blessings. Yeah, I really believe it should just be a museum, you know, a warning to the future. Heck, they could have a whole room with a picture of Mitch at the beginning saying, "Welcome to the room of traitors," and just show how things fell apart as a warning. Let me clean the air of that one. Any more questions? I can ask if they're going to try to go for the 25th, but I'm getting they're really waiting for MAGA to realize that he's not there as if he ever was, so that it's their idea that Vance steps in, and I just don't see that happening. Yeah, well, that might be why he likes to spend more time in his place in Florida, because people who are getting close to the other side, especially when their mind's not quite there, they do start seeing a lot of the other side of the veil. Okay, does anyone have any other questions they want me to pull cards on? Personal or political, I'll do it. It is. And right now, with as long as he's been in there and the people he surrounded himself with, there's no telling how many bugs are installed in the walls and everything. I mean, that place, we need a new place. There's not enough sage or holy water to cleanse that place. Sure, message from your guides. Okay, let's see which one. Okay, message from your guides. All right. Message from Marine from your guides, please. The earth is our school. Let's see. And you are never alone. So take what you're learning, accept it, and work with it, and know that others are doing the same, and we're all here to help each other. Yes, I would imagine there are a lot of spirits in that White House. A lot has happened there, and we've had a lot of, I'm sure they've never had a cleansing. Hadn't thought about that, him being there, him returning. I don't think so, though. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if he does return, sorry, my throat's been going dry since I got back home. I'm sorry, y'all. The weather changed from Tennessee to here, and all the cleaning I was doing kind of got to me. I'm drinking an herbal thing for immune. But I think when he goes to the other side, and this is just my belief, I think there's going to be a long period where he has to feel and experience everything he caused others to feel and experience. And that's going to take a while. And then if he chooses to come back and wander those halls, that will be his choice. But by then, society will be smart enough to know to go and cleanse that place so he won't be there long. Nobody wants that walking around. Oh, have fun, Brenda. Have fun. Enjoy your grandson. Thank you for coming by. Hi, Kava. You want a reading? Okay, a general reading. Alrighty. Kavya. I'm not sure how to say your name, but I'll try. Kavya. Okay. Reading for Kavya. So, first card I pulled out is Hope. With partnerships and alliances. And it's telling you to, I'm getting that this partnership, you may feel like you're going through a waiting game, and it may take a little bit of time, but keep your hope going, because the final card says that the prosperity begins. I hope that resonated with you. Yeah, it won't be long. Like I said, we're at the top of the roller coaster. It's actually started to tilt. We're ready for the fall, the free fall. There's surprises coming. The surprises should be coming soon. And it's not going to put an end, but it's going to bring awareness. And I think that's what's going to cause him to lose power. You're welcome. And then once he loses power, everything's going to fall. The whole house of cards will fall. Vance and them are just hoping that the more he talks and the more people see that he's not making sense, and they have to do it without being obvious about it and pointing it out. They want MAGA to realize it on their own. They hope that MAGA will accept Vance, but that is just not going to happen. Stubborn people are stubborn, and nothing's going to change them. Hi, Terry. How are you? Anybody else have any questions? Want any cards pulled? I have been feeling really hopeful. I just feel like things are going to start happening now soon. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. Yeah, I've got to make a batch of my inflammation tea. Right now I'm doing the immunity tea, but I really need to get that going for my fibromyalgia. I'm almost out of bay leaves, so I went out and bought a bay leaf tree right before I went to Tennessee to help my friends, so I'm going to grow my own bay leaves too. I want to make sure I have all the stuff I need for my teas. Yeah, Maureen, don't let them get you down. Right now's the time to just, what's going to happen has to happen. It just has to. I find myself finding like some fun old movies I used to watch. I'm getting back into reading and reviewing books, sci-fi and fantasy. Just stepping away, don't watch news, just keep your sanity strong, just find happier times. Remember happier times and watch movies that make you smile. Read books that take your mind away from things. Because there's going to be plenty of people upset when everything happens, and we're going to be the ones coming out of our dream world going, what? Oh, family. Okay, we're ready. see. How about I do a collective on our journey, soul's journey. Okay. Let's see. What should I ask? How is our soul's journey going during this last few months of the year? How's our soul journey? Any advice? Oh, wow. Well, I might even pull up the book and read some of this, but so far, according to our soul's journey cards, we're going through grief right now. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And that's true. People are going to appreciate, they're going to look back at the way things were when they were growing up, and they're going to be good times they're going to remember, and they're going to appreciate having had that time. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And this is a time that we need to draw on our courage, because it's followed by peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. True, Yurt. Volunteer in your communities, help people, Meals on Wheels. Yeah, there's plenty of things we can do for each other, even if it's just reaching out to a friend or a family member that you know needs help but is afraid to ask for it. And just work your way into getting them to accept you to help them. Don't pressure them, just say, hey, I'd like to do this, and cook a meal for someone you know is not really eating right. There's so much we could do. Oh, look up these. Let's see. Nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost someone or something is merely an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate our having had it in the first place. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real, but that is the point. The lesson of loss is not about the actual physical separation, because departing is temporary and illusionary. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. When you accept in your heart that you will be reunited with everything you have ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up an opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. And for the courage card, you need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power by listening to your inner voice and following its guidance and advice. You are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's disguises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship, or having a government fall. This test has been put before you because it is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you, and only you, can make the correct decision. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face that same obstacle again. And that's true. We were on a path of downfall. There was so much corruption and it was getting worse. This was bound to happen. We needed it to happen. And that was followed by the peace card. This is a gentle reminder that balance in the mind is imperative in order for your soul to live its true nature. At this time in your life, you are to learn the value of peace and quiet and the joy of being still. One can never be truly connected to the source when the mind is engaged with unneeded chatter. Look around your life and be conscious of what elements are taking you away from the peaceful nature of your soul. Who or what is interrupting the solitude? Is it time to reconcile past hurts and perceived injustices? Your peace may also be fostered by changing your outside view. Create harmony around you physically with order and calm. And this is what we mean when we've been saying self-care. Trust the voice of your higher self to create an environment in which you can truly be in tune with your soul. And that's probably why so many people, why so many of us have started going through and letting go of stuff. Now's the time to do it. We have all this time to reflect and think and prepare for when all the changes take place. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Yeah, losing someone. I did a thing about that because we are going to be losing a lot. I've always I found a way to look at grief that has helped me. I figured it out after the loss of my best friend. And the way I look at it now is the world is a stage, and we're the ones on stage. As people leave the stage, we grieve because they're not there. But they're out in the audience now, and they're watching the show. And once in a while, they'll nudge us and they'll yell at us, hey, you missed a line, and hey, you need to do this or that. Sometimes we're able to hear them, and sometimes not. But they're there supporting us and waiting for when we leave the stage so that we can go and have fun with them and watch everyone else on stage and learn and help others. And that helps me know that my friend, she's still visiting me. In fact, she actually did visit me 3 times. Once as a white light that just flashed by me real fast, and then a couple of times, once with her favorite incense, which is patchouli, which is extremely strong. And I asked that it not be so strong. So a third time with it just a light scent of patchouli. So they're there. They're with us. You know, we feel awful because we can't physically see them. We can't physically touch them and communicate. But they do come to us in dreams. And that's the thing, trying to remember your dreams. Keep a log. You know, I keep a journal. Just keep a journal and they start showing up. Would anyone else like a card? Yeah, I lost my dad. It's been 3 years now with him. And it was a little easier because of what I went through with my friend. And he has started coming, he has visited a few times when I was meditating. And that's the thing. It's, yes, journaling will help a lot. And meditating. I find that when I do have the time to sit back and just be quiet and at peace, that I have had him visit. And it's nice. Yeah, I stopped for a while. I had too many weird things happening when I was younger, a mother, new mother, and all that. That I put everything aside, and I'm just started getting back into it all about a year and a half ago. An oracle card. Okay, let me get an oracle card. Let's see, which one should I use? I think I'll just go back to my favorite one. Alrighty, Terry. Okay, oracle card for Terry. I usually don't do just one. Sometimes I like to go with threes. I like threes. Once in a while, a fourth will jump out. Throw off my threes. Oracle card for Terry, please. Ooh, okay. Let's stop there. Okay. All right, the first card that I pulled for you is the waiting game, followed by accelerated motion. So you may be feeling like things are taking so long, but the minute they start to move and happen, it's going to happen fast. And it's like your dreams are just wishing on a star. Your dreams are just going to start happening really fast, and you're going to start recognizing them. And then the third one was rejoice in celebration. So I hope those make sense and they resonate with you, Terry. Yeah, I just one card. If it's political, I can handle it, but for emotions, for people, I like to add on to it because sometimes one card can just not give you enough information. Oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, yeah. The first year of losing someone is the roughest. Oh, yeah. They're watching over you. My dad pops in once in a while. He doesn't. He's been my dad in other lifetimes, and this lifetime, the ending wasn't quite so wonderful. We had a truce. He fell in the fox spell. And, oops, I dropped a card. And yeah, he became MAGA. And so we had a truce near his end. My mother forced the truce because I'm the only daughter. So they weren't going to disown me. And when he has been appearing to me, he uses the last past life we were together where he's my dad. And he calls me baby girl from that time period. It's still him, but I guess it makes him feel more comfortable talking to me from a time period in which we got along so good. Wow, it's 10:48 already. So, anyone else have any cards, or should I do a collective? Let's see. I think I'll take. Everybody gonna ask a question? I'll take messages from the angels. We'll see what they have. Any advice for us from the angels? Okay, popped out. Joy and contentment. So, find and create your own joy. Be content with yourself. Because you can't find contentment with others. You have to find it within. And it's finding what within that helps us be content with others. So create your own. Goes back to self-care right now. So, what's going on in the chat? Oh, Jared. Is there any more questions or anything? Like I said, I really don't know what's going on. She didn't have internet, and I keep away from the news, but I could even check on Blue Sky or really YouTube to find out what was going on. I'd get on for just a few minutes just to say hey to a few people, but that was it. I was too busy to know what was going on in the world. Maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, the weather's changing. Right now, we're going to probably be getting a lot more rain, so I'll probably have to start doing inside more. I'm thinking about trying to find out how to do a background and put my fire behind me. So I still have my fireplace, fire pit, but indoors for the bad weather. We've lucked out and not had a hurricane yet, but yet's the word. Oh, and tomorrow I'm going to be on Allie's channel. I think it's it's 3 o'clock, I believe, my time. I'll have to double check, but I'll be on Allie's channel. Let's see. Yeah, she has me scheduled to be on her show at 3. So Allie on Heart and Soul Connected. And that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I know we haven't gotten to the end of hurricane season yet, but I can be hopeful we won't have any real bad ones. We're ready this time, though. We finally have a generator. Thank you. Because going 2 weeks without is just not fun. Not in Florida. Yeah, I did hear something about a nor'easter. The timing. Oh, thank you, Terry. Yeah, the weather hasn't really been that bad. We do need the rain we're getting, just not all at once. Yeah, we have one now too, a whole house generator. So finally I get to keep the refrigerator on, the air conditioning on. Ah, I'm very excited about that. The one thing we're worried about is our dog is he's 17, and we thought we were going to lose him a while ago, but thanks to Terry and her prayers during the meditation tribe, he seems to be doing really good. But I'm not really feeling him lasting the whole rest of the year, so I just hope that he doesn't cross over during a hurricane. It's getting cooler outside. It's really nice. I was looking forward to being outside and doing the chat outside because how cool it was until the sprinkling started, and then I decided, I better go back in. Rain and cards and electronics just don't match. Oh, you're supposed to be outside. Oh, hopefully you have good weather. Yeah, he's a rescue. All my animals are rescues, even my chickens. Well, it's 10:55. I'm going to wrap it up. If anyone would like any last cards, just go ahead and let me know, and I'll do it right now. Yeah, it was a little difficult doing the fire outside during the heat, but I kept far enough away it wasn't so bad. But I was looking forward to being able to do it out there with the cooler weather. So if we have a hurricane, hopefully it'll just be fast and over with and not really do any damage, and I can have the fire going again. You too, Yurk. Enjoy your wonderful weekend. May the weather be very clear and comfortable. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Terry. Okay, love and light. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.